Hi, I'm Ben, and today I want to talk about something that actually pisses me off. Yes, I know, that's the way to start a video, yeah. But first, before I commence, let me give you a bit of context. So unless you've been living under a rock, which I hope you did not because, well, that sounds bad, you know that the state of the game has been pretty bad, and it's been doing bad for a bit now, and it's been getting worse. And personally, I'll say that it started around BenHakuma. That's my take. Maybe you feel like it was before, like maybe around when MVP Lunai and Jingliu came out, which is valid, but this is my personal take. So when we were at BenHakuma, because this is where the power creep started being badly handled, and personally at this moment I was a new player, so I didn't see anything. Honestly, my bad. My bad, bro. I was like, I mean, yeah, it's normal for the new unit to be doing more damage than the older one. Does make sense to me, so why are people complaining about this? I mean, this makes sense, right? And let's be honest, it does make sense actually. I do feel like it does. However, this is not the problem. The problem was how it was handled at this moment. And at this moment, it was getting bad, because the old unit was starting to feel unusable. And you would think it would make sense if the game was at least at like 3.4 or even 4.2, right? Like, I mean, it would make sense for the older unit at this moment to like not being usable anymore, because, well, bro, it's been a bit, you know? However, it was 2.1, and the player that were here from the start did see the problem. However, at this moment, HP inflation was not a thing, and so the new player that I was didn't see any problem. I was like, bro, I can clear the end content now, god damn, Acheron is broken. Sheesh, this shit fire. I didn't see any issue with that, you know? Fast forward in the future, a bit after Phase Out came out, and just a bit before 3.0. HP inflation is a thing now. And so what is happening now is that the character you just pulled, not even an update ago, feels like they're doing no damage. Because now the enemy have like a million amount of HP, and every new refresh of the endgame, it gets worse and worse and worse. Still doable, just very hard for no reason. Personally, and some people do as well, I do like it. Now, I don't say I like HP inflation, not at all. I'm saying I do like the endgame being hard. I do not mind that. However, the enemy being hella tanky for no reason at all, that's a problem. HP inflation is annoying. I'll be honest, this is not a take, this is just a fact. But people like me who like the endgame being hard, well, like, it makes sense for the endgame to be hard, right? Because for a bit before that, it did feel pretty easy with like, after Acheron, after Phase Out, it did feel pretty easy. So I was like, okay, it's fine honestly, I do feel like it makes sense for the endgame to actually getting harder. Fast forward again, 3.0 comes out, and what was supposed to be a great patch ended up being the start of a general panic in the community. The endgame got way too hard, to a point that the character you just pulled for one patch ago feels like they're not really usable anymore. They feel a bit outdated, you know, from how much damage they do compared to how much the enemy have HP. It feels like, well, they've been there for a bit now, when actually it's not the case. And the power creep from the older character to the new is actually absolutely fucked. I'll give an example, you know what? I'll give an example that just popped out in my head. So take E6 S5 Acheron, alright? Which is the peak performance she can get, alright? Take that. Her ult does around 2 million damage. That sounds big, and it is. However, 1 million isn't that big anymore. Take a comparison. Take E1 S1 dirrection. With her ult, she does 300k. Sounds okay. However, action forward into a follow-up that does 1 million. You don't see the problem? Okay, let me cook. Let's put dirrection at E2. Now when she does her ult, the ult will give her more charge for the follow-up, which means not only after the ult will she do 1 million, the next time she plays, she's gonna do 1 million again. Congrats, you just reached the same level as Acheron E6 and S5. You beat 2 million, bro. I think it's a fair comparison, and I think it's valid. Like, I mean, I think it's a good example for you to understand. So I hope now you get it. A character pushed to a level that is worth a month's salary and more got power creeped in less than a year, in less than 10 patches. The first time Acheron came out, the date was March 26, 2024. It's not even been a year yet, bro. And her peak is already being rivaled or topped by a character that just came out not even 10 patches ago, bro. It makes no sense. It's not okay. So I hope now you see the problem. I hope you do. I really do. And let's imagine some people in the back are gonna talk about, yeah, but this is different, or Eidolon is not the same, they're like, you know, way more powerful for her type because she has a multiplier. Yeah, you know what else was multiplied? The paycheck for Acheron E6. But anyway, fast forward again, a bit after the start of 3.0, we get something that nobody expected. Deadass. Oyo actually listened. Oyo is actually listening, and they're cooking buffer all their units. Like, this is great. So everyone is happy, Oyo seems to be listening, it's gonna be better, right? Right? The new emoji comes out. Enemies are hella tanky. Well, at least, I mean, we still have time before 3.2, right? When the buffs came out. So it's gonna be fine, right? They dropped 3 biscuit. Well, shit. So anyway, all of that was a little recap for people that live under a rock, so I hope it helped. And I hope it did make you understand where we were right now. And now I can actually speak about what pisses me off. So, recently, and I've heard about this pretty recently, by the time I'm recording this, we all know as players, unless for the person who cope, that the game is in a pretty bad state. And well, people like me, who likes the game, and are not coping, are actually scared for what's gonna happen next. And I didn't even talk about the fact that the game is starting to like put interesting part of the kit of a character behind Eidolon now and icons, but that's a all other discussion. I mean, you know what, I guess I'll give you an example. Take Aglia, right? She has the biggest charge to like get her ult. She has 320 energy to charge, and her Eidolon 1 is actually helping with that. It makes when she plays and when Garment Maker plays, she gets 40 energy. So obviously it helps to like make her charge faster, right? So she can spam the ult without running out. You get the idea. But I'll be honest, this could be in her kit, like Deadass, and it's not, and I don't understand why. That's just me, I don't think so. I hope I'm not the only one thinking that's weird, but honestly, I don't like the fact that they are, you know, telling you, hey, you like that character, you wanna make it work? How about you pull Eidolon 1, bro? Why not? Don't feel like doing that? Okay. What about the Lycon, bro? I mean, with Acheron, you did do it, bro, right? So why not now? I mean, right now, that's what the game is, like, pushing you to do, and as a player, I don't like that. But yeah, going back on topic, even if the state of the game right now is hella bad, we know that devs are listening, right? They're looking around, and I guess the reason why they're buffing all their unit is because they are all listening to the community. So, obviously, the best way to show the problem to the devs is obviously to talk about the issue, right? Well, recently, a mod of the Reddit of HSR decided to like make a huge post and basically saying that now, well, you can't really talk about this anymore. I mean, why? Because apparently it was kind of flooding the whole Reddit about HP inflation, power creep, whatever. I'll pause the post on screen. I'll show you the post. But honestly, in my opinion, this is the biggest bitch move ever. This is the biggest bitch move I've ever seen in my life. Like, I don't know what to say, like, honestly, but I'm really pissed. You have to have a certain amount of balls to do this right now. Like, genuinely, it's insane. Like, doing this at the current state of the game is honestly insane. Let people talk, let people post, and don't let people think the game is okay right now, because it's only gonna get worse if people think it's okay. Let people critique the game. It's not a bad thing, genuinely not. It's okay to critique a game if you want it to be better, and knowing that the devs are listening right now is actually the best moment to actually criticize the game for it to actually get better, genuinely. And you deciding to stop people from posting about the problem and issues of the game is genuinely the worst idea ever. Like, holy shit. Critics are actually gonna help the game if the devs are listening to it. Like, genuinely. Just makes sense. And stopping people from posting about it is actually gonna help the game dying. Now, I'm not saying the devs are obviously gonna go on Reddit and like see if it's going good or not. I don't know how they manage to do it. I don't know how the fuck they, you know, see the issues about the community. I guess they listen, but I don't know how. Maybe they have a platform that I don't know about. Just my take. But I do feel like stopping people from posting is not gonna help. I'm not saying this is gonna be the main place where, you know, they're gonna be able to see the problem from, but still, let people talk, bro. Because if you do not, it's gonna lead people to think the game is doing good, and once again, it is not. It is not doing good. It's actually the worst it's been ever since launch. Genuinely. Update time. Turns out, shit just got worse. You might have heard this already, but yeah, Castorize, alright? Let's talk about it. This section of the video is gonna talk about leaks, so if you don't want to, you know, spoil yourself, you should leave. However, as a player that just stopped looking at leaks for content creation, I feel like you should heard what's going on. So, even though I did not want to cover leaks on this channel, it's about to be time, because this shit need to be studied. So, Castorice, from what I've heard, apparently she has something that can revive characters. So, first of all, like that, this shit does not sound bad, right? It's like you put her on a team, and when basically a character reach 0 HP, it's like place between a state of life and death, and if it gets a shield or get healed, well, it's back. That's kinda OP, I don't lie. However, the problem is, and this is what everyone is talking about right now, and this is the biggest problem ever, like, I'm gonna be honest, this shit is bad. Like, in every way, shape, or form. This shit is fucking bad. So what it does is that it's not only for the team, it's for the whole fucking account. That's fucking right. If she's not on the team, the buff is still there. And that's a fucking problem, because, well, obviously it's like, hey, you didn't pull for her? Well, you're fucked. I ain't gonna lie. Your account is like, well, not as good as mine. So basically what it does is like it forces people to like pull for a character because, well, otherwise you're fucked. And let's be honest, it's fucking absurd. It's also a shit move, battle move, asshole move. It buffs the whole account, not the team. The whole account. If you had the character in your account, the buff will work even if the character is not on your team. It just breaks the game. She just breaks the game, and that's fucked. Genuinely. I'ma be honest, this game gonna die. I feel like this game is gonna fucking die, in a way or another. Because every time you start, you know, talking about it, it gets worse. It gets so much worse. Even though, you know, the devs are like, yeah, we're listening, we know that power creeps is a problem and whatever. Pulling out this statement, saying we are gonna get buff, and just pulling out this shit just after, I ain't gonna lie. This is fucked, man. I ain't gonna lie. Never in my life have I seen a game go down the drain so fucking fast in like the span of 2 months, bro. This shit is bad, genuinely. I'm scared for the game, like everyone else, and genuinely, if this shit makes it in the game, well, no, let's be honest, the game is dead. Before even the fucking Fate collab, and that's insane. I've talked about everything. If I did miss something, please do tell me in the comments, but yeah, I hope you liked the video, like, comment, subscribe, and on that, yeah, I'm out.